Hi, Ashley. How are you, darling? I'm glad you came over, girl. Did you see all that fool-la-la going on in Broad J's chat? Ooh, Sharon. I was too through. Let me see if I do it this way. Yeah, this way might be better. Now I'll put comments down in here. Yeah, baby. Oh my God. It was so crazy over there. Hey, Montoria, how are you? It was so crazy over there at Broad J's. I was like, this is too. Ooh, I had to get up out of there. Hey, Vibrant, how you doing? How are you, sweetheart? Y'all listen, listen. I was like, this is too much. Too much. It was too much going on for me. Too much. So I was gonna talk about trending topics, but I don't have to, because y'all just heard 4 hours of it. So I ain't gonna get into it no more. I'm not getting back into it no more. Cause it's ridiculous. All that. Hey, sweetheart. Thank you so much. Did you go to Augusta? All right. Well, I'm glad you had a good time. Girl, you ain't missed that. And TS came over and explained herself. Okay, so basically, I don't know. That was Shelly was in here, so she could explain it. Because she always able to explain stuff better than me. Hold on, let me see if I can do this. I don't know how to drop my link. I don't know where my comments at. That's create a banner. Hey, Corinne, how are you? Y'all don't know how to make a comment. Let me see if I turn this way. Y'all won't let me comment. That's my brand. Y'all won't let me comment. I don't know how to do it. Hold on. Let me see if I can do this. Okay, here I go. Can y'all see me? Okay, so am I upside down? Can y'all see me? Am I sideways? All right, so what happened is when we was over at Broad J chat, they was just over there and Broad J was talking about how he was upset about the chick about the person that did the Photoshop for the girl who fought Shaquella Robinson. So, and but people in the chat were fussing about, they were deflecting. Oh, Maddie said this and Maddie said that. Maddie hate women. Maddie hates cisgender women. Maddie this and Maddie. So Maddie came and explained herself, which was a good thing. I'm glad that she came and explained herself. But just like Shell said, I text you the link. But just like Shell said, what it is that the same people that was making the negative comments before Maddie got in the chat was still making the same comments after she got in the chat, which says to me, they just wanted to be asses. Excuse my language, but that's what it was. And they just don't like Maddie. And no matter what they say, oh, I like Maddie. Maddie's so sweet, and I've always liked Maddie. I see your comment. I see your comment, which is crazy. So if you don't like the woman, just do what you do. Move around. That's what I don't understand. People can move around. We all can move around. If if people don't like me, we can move around. But then, you know what? Jay Wilson always say, hate money spent just like love money. So there's some people, they'll come and see you even if they can't stand you, just so they can come in and be nasty and negative to you. Cause y'all know it's a lot of trolls on YouTube. Y'all know this. And they be out there trolling. That's what they be doing, trolling. So that's what it is. So my thing is this. Again, exactly. People that hate you, you can't change that. That's right. And the more you talk, the more they try to pick apart your words. You right. And they are gonna take her words and try and flip it against her. And they didn't care. They look, a troll is gonna troll. That's their job, to troll. What's your job? I'm a troll. And it's a sad situation. They ain't have to be negative. You know what I'm saying? Nasty to that lady. That lady ain't do nothing to them. Nothing. Nothing. So my thing is, where I'm at in my life is that, like I came up, and what I said to Jay is, nobody's taken away from the fact that uh the young lady was beat to death. Do I think you a troll? Nah, not really. Mm-mm. No, mm-mm. No, because if I thought you was a troll, I been and got rid of you. I ain't got rid of most of my trolls. I ain't got rid of everybody I thought was a troll. I ain't got rid of the people that's like that have done adverse things to me. That's what I call my trolls. See, with Jay, people they troll him like they just come over and antagonize the heck out of him. And he like that. He enjoy arguing with them folk. I ain't gonna be arguing with them. I ain't got time. I really don't. I be too tired to argue with people. I ain't lying, y'all. Y'all, it's so cold in this store. It is so cold in here. So listen, let me tell y'all what happened today. Adventures from the gas station. So back to the gasoline chronicles, the gas station chronicles. So today, y'all, this dude came in here. Y'all, he was cute. Ooh, he was fine. He was fine. But he was a Bama. Shells, he was a Bama. I thought he was a Bama because he had on a jean suit. When I say a jean suit, he had on a jacket, a vest, and some pants. But he was nice. He was nice. It's cold here too, girl. But the guy was nice and he was talking. So y'all, the other girl at work here, she walked up to the cash register. She said, you smelling all good and stuff. He said, really? I smell good? He said, thank you. So she left. So he had left out and came back in. When he came back in, y'all, he he was like talking to me and inviting me to church and stuff. I was like, and girl, it was a whole jean suit. It was an actual suit. It was a three-piece suit made out of jeans. And he had on some cowboy boots and a trucker hat. I might have forgiven him if he would have had on either a nice brim that matched the suit, or if he would have had on a nice cowboy hat. No, I sent you a link. Sent you the link. But what ended up happening, right, y'all? So the guy was, he was talking and talking to me when me and him was in here by ourselves. And I stuck my hand out, shook his hand. You know what I'm saying? I was like, "How you doing?" I'm Vivian Jennings, and he was asking me what church I go to, and he was asking me how did I get down here, and I was like telling him, no, I was asking him how did he get here. to this earth, how long he been. He said, I only been here like a month. I was like, really? How you get here? So he was like telling me where he came from and stuff. He's like, oh, the church. I said, the church. Y'all, then that's what he told me. He was the pastor of this church that he wanted me to come. Where you send it at, Shelly? I don't see where you sent it. I sent you a text. Yeah, he was the pastor of the church. So I was like, all right. So we got to talking. We was talking. And then he's like, well, let me get on out of here. And then he was like, uh-oh, he got my wife. I looked at the window. I said, oh, that's my sister from another Mr. Yard. His wife was a tall lady. She had her hair blonde. Her whole head was blonde. It was short like mine. And oh, okay, got you. And her, hey, Kenya, how are you? And her hair was blonde. I kind of see part of it, but I have to look at it, the rest of it, because I'm on my phone. So the lady, y'all, she was sharp, but she reminded me of me. Y'all, she had on a leather skirt, she had on a fur vest, and she had on a nice turtleneck and some boots. Yeah, he was married, girl, but he was cute. Don't get me wrong, he was a handsome guy. And so when his wife came in, I was like, oh, hey, sis. Y'all, when she came in, what was taking him so long is because he was telling me that he want me to do some mugs for him. He was asking me to send him the price for 50 mugs. And he want me to do like some ink pens and some other stuff. So I was telling him, cool. He's like, small jobs can lead to a bigger job. I was like, all right, cool. And then his wife came in and she and I, we were talking and she was like, I gotta go to the bathroom. I was like, the bathroom right there, send her to the bathroom. She came out. Y'all, why the lady took my phone number down and text me, is like, hey, uh, and send me her name and everything and said, we're gonna get with you about doing some stuff. And they go to a big church. They go to one of the bigger churches around here. So I was like, see there, God be working out, working in mysterious ways. I always say that. That's why I always tell y'all, what God has for me is for me, and what God got for y'all is for y'all. That's why I always tell y'all that. And um, you never know how your blessing gonna come. You never know how your blessing gonna come. And the thing is, I'm gonna tell y'all, y'all don't know. Some of y'all have really blessed me because y'all don't know the emails that I get and some of the people I've talked to, and they told me, most people that meet me, they'll tell you that I am who I am. I'm like this all the time. I'm just Vivian. You know what I'm saying? Um, I'm just Vivian. Like Shelly say, you see who I am on here. I've told you who I am. Then you meet me in person. What you expect? It's me. You know what I'm saying? Thank you so much. Thank you so much. It is me. I am who I am. I don't try to be anybody else because I really can't be nobody else. There's too much going on for me to be somebody. Y'all listen, listen. I got stuff going on in my head. To the dirt. I can't be nobody else. Nobody else. So let me tell y'all what happened to me Friday. Did I tell y'all what happened to me Friday at the doctor, at the hospital, where they left my car unsecured? I try to be a genuine person. You know what I'm saying? I try to be who I am. Y'all listen. I gotta thank my pastor today. I ain't kidding. I gotta go get a thank you card. Cause my pastor blessed me for the last 2 Sundays. I ain't realized that he had blessed me. Y'all, okay, so they had took up an offering for me for a secretary. And then I had made a video for the pastor for a commercial for his books. Y'all, he blessed me again. I gotta give him and his wife a thank you card because my mom always say, my I had not my mom, my pastor always said, I had a pastor that always would tell me, listen, people ain't gotta be nice. And when they nice, they ain't gotta be nice to you. People ain't gotta be nice. And when they get nice, they ain't gotta be nice to you. Remember that. So that's where I'm at in my life. I try to be good to folk because people good to me. Y'all listen, I was at the me and my cousin went to the store about a week ago, maybe longer than that. And I bought these ginger snaps. And she took my ginger snaps to the Veterans Day. Y'all, she didn't have my cookies since Veterans Day. She took my cookies in her house on Veterans Day. My aunt brought my cookies back today, and they weren't even open. My ginger snaps back. I was so happy. I was so happy. So I told cousin, I said, "Well, cousin, I'll be working on Thanksgiving." She was like, "Cousin, do I need to bring you a plate down there so you'll have some food to eat?" That was sweet of her. That was real sweet of her to think enough about me that she'll bring me something to eat. Y'all, I tell y'all, I got some good people. Some good people. I should have took a picture of my aunt today. Y'all, she was pretty. Ooh, ooh, my aunt was fly, y'all. She had on this hat. It's a hat that I gave her. It got fur around it. And she had on a sweater suit. It was like mauve pinkish. And then she had on these black boots. And her little purse was matching. It was a black purse with some pink flowers in it that was matching. And she had on this Burberry type wrap that matched her outfit. I told my aunt, I said, honey, when I get your age, I want to be like you. I'm gonna put my banner up because people be fussing about if I don't put my banner up. You put your banner up. Yeah, put your banner up. Yeah, you put your banner up. I'm putting my banner up right now. Boom. There you go.
To my phone. You know I don't use my phone for nothing.
Hello, Shelly.
This is what I want you to do.
How are you, darling?
I'm okay. I want you to click off the live and I want you to look at your phone and I want you to look at what I sent you and then I want you to click the link and come back up here. Thank you.
Okay, so they gonna stay here?
Where else they gonna go?
I don't
It's
know.
gonna take you 2 seconds. You say you can't look at your phone while you on here, so I just said click off and look at what I sent you and just come right back on here. Take like 1 minute. Just look at it. Because I maybe I'm just a little agitated. I'm agitated and you're not agitated because you don't know what I sent you. Vivian, are you frozen?
No.
Oh, well, you're not moving.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you, but your body is frozen. I
Can
mean, it
you
looks
see
the
my
same.
head? Can you see my head moving?
No, you're not moving at all, unless it's just my eyes.
Okay,
But it
hold
looks
on.
like yeah, it looks like you're in the same spot.
Okay, which part did you see? Which part?
Did you look in the group, the one with me, you, and Mo?
Yes, I'm looking at it now. Which part of this?
Oh my God, Vivian, you don't see the message? I surrender. Just leave it alone. Just get back to whatever you're talking about. Let me go on mute.
Shelly, can you hear me? Hi. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, you back.
Okay. All right. I wasn't frozen, y'all. I
You
was just
was frozen.
just because I was reading the message. Duh. All right, go ahead.
Oh.
Somebody asked about ZX. What happened? ZEX elemental P. Go ahead. Go ahead. I'm on mute. Tell them. Tell them. Because you know I'll be getting the story right. Come off mute, Shelly. Shelly, stop acting up and come off of mute. See, she acting up, y'all. She acting up.
Okay, no, I was on a different part. That's why I was on.
Okay, go ahead and tell them.
Child, ain't nobody talking about nobody, no daggone ZX. You know I wasn't there for the whole thing, right?
I know. Oh, but yeah, I did see that. I seen that. I seen that. I seen that. And explained it to you. Came up there to explain to you what happened. Anyway,
Oh, what?
yes.
The fuck?
Anybody like ginger snaps? I love these things. These things
Are
are
you
delicious.
fucking kidding me?
Have you ever had a ginger snap? Yeah, my boss came in tonight. It was hilarious.
I'm even more agitated now.
I don't know why you always getting agitated. People gonna do what they do and gonna be who they be.
Mm-mm-mm.
Just like I wouldn't be Vivian if they didn't see me eating on camera. I don't know why I always gotta have a cookie or something.
Mm.
That's why my fat butt can't lose no weight. Take that soundbite and chop it up. I'm just saying. But it was so good to see a panel of a whole bunch of folk and they wasn't arguing, fussing, and fighting. Did you talk to Tim? Did you ask him?
I told him to check his email. I didn't really want to get too off topic since it was already, you know what I mean,
It
all
was
over the
already
place. But he
crazy.
never responded back to my email. But I did talk to Brianna and she did agree to be on there as long as I, you know what I'm saying, I don't have her, I'll just take, I know how to move it around. So
So, Shelly, would you like to
mm,
explain to people what you're doing on the 7th of December?
having an OG panel.
Yes.
Just
Explain.
basically having a lot of the OGs in the beef sector together on a panel. Some people don't really get along with each other. Some people do get along, and the video will be dropping this week. It'll be a promo video, and you'll see all the content creators that will be participating. I can tell you now that we have more than 10 people who have confirmed to be a part of it. So So I
Well,
basically reached out to Tim to see if he would agree. I didn't know if he would ever be on a panel with Jay Wilson where they're not like chopping each other's heads off, but we saw it happen tonight. So you know what I mean?
that's because they had a common enemy. But that just goes to show you that all of it ain't beef. People
Yeah,
know
it's
how to
never
act.
beef. If it's real beef, you're not even gonna sit with somebody that you don't like. I know I'm not. Anyway.
That's true. But that just goes to show you that everybody on here can act like they got some sense. It's just do they choose to act like they got some sense?
Mm.
Just like I used to tell y'all know what? I always found out. Y'all know when my students acted the best when I took them out to school building. I don't know what it was. And when I had them dress up.
You sure it wasn't when their parents came to school that they act the best?
Oh, when their parents came to school, they acted a damn fool because their parents couldn't do nothing with them. But when I would when I would, cause like in DC, they don't give you like down here. If I wanted to go on a field trip, they give me a bus, because all of them ride school buses down here. But up there, we would have to either rent a charter a bus, or we would have to take the city bus. So me and my kids, we used to get on a city bus and go, like, when I take them downtown to the museum or different places. And but they always acted like they had some sense when they went out to school. They always acted right.
Well, let me tell y'all. If you didn't see Uncle Claw's video, he had went live after Jay Wilson. Well, Jay Wilson might have still been live. I don't know, but he was live when you were live. So I was listening to him, and I was listening to you. I ain't never heard him cuss before. He snapped in his live. That was a good live.
Girl, who was he cussing out?
Anybody who didn't stand on the fact that she deserves justice.
Well, the lady do deserve justice. Everybody deserves justice that anything bad
That's the
happened to
first time I
them.
ever heard him cuss before, to be honest.
But I think he was upset. I don't know. I don't know. And you know what? I'm
Yeah,
gonna tell you
I
this.
think everybody agrees with that part.
I'm gonna tell you my thing though. Some of these people have audacity if they don't have anything else.
But what you said, you think he was upset because of what now?
I said one thing I am going to say is some of these people over here have audacity if they don't have nothing else. The audacity of you to come sit on my panel after you call me names and think I'm not supposed to say nothing back to you. And then bring your goon squad over there with you so they can argue with me. That's just ridiculous. Ridiculous. Are you there? Hello?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
You
Is
get what
somebody
I'm
calling
saying?
you?
No, ain't nobody calling me. But I'm
Oh
gonna
yeah,
tell
no,
you
I don't get what you're saying because you're breaking up.
okay, for instance, and I'm just gonna say it because I don't care, Miss Olivia, for her to come over there and sit on his panel after she done called him out his name, and then, you know, think everything's supposed to be hunky dory. That's not cool.
But can we be honest? No, you don't. No, no, you don't need to be honest.
Wait a minute, but I am gonna be
Hmm.
honest with it. But you gave her the opportunity to do it because I wouldn't even have clicked on the link. She wouldn't even got on my panel. You allow people to do you people like my mama said, if you allow people to treat you like a rug, they're gonna walk on all over you.
What do I always tell you? What's my theory? What do I always say?
Go ahead and tell the folks what you say about sitting at the table and clicks and views.
Well, hold up. I feel like you about to share some extra shit. Now, what the hell you talking about?
Go ahead and talk. Go ahead and speak on it. Cause you
No,
know
what I always say is if they like it, I love it. I don't get worked up about anybody's issues for the most part here on this YouTube because these people will be mad with each other today and tomorrow they'll be back cool with each other. So I'm not ever going to get like advocate and be like really angry because of what's going on between content creators. They flip flop way too much. I'm not calling him a flip flopper. I don't need nobody take my words and twist it around. I'm not calling her a flip flopper. What I'm saying is a lot of these people, they be beefing one day and then they be cool with each other the next day. So there's no I'm never going to bring up like what somebody does to somebody or if they should sit with each other. Like, why am I going to get myself worked up about it? If they like it, I love it.
Well, the thing is,
You-
and hello, details. Welcome and thank you for joining us today. I guess you're right. My thing is this. I guess you're right. If they
I
like it,
mean,
they
I
like it.
was
Because
on
I've seen on here many times where people will stick their necks out for people who are their friends or they have a YouTube ship with or an association with, and then the people hand them they behind the kiss.
exactly. And so like today there was a topic and some people were saying like they pay for membership so that they don't get timed out on channels, right? And so if they're not a member, they get timed out or they get blocked. So they sign up for membership because that guarantees them to not get timed out or not get blocked. But I think respect should be free. Granted, if you're giving it, if I'm respecting you, you respect me. So for me, I'm not going to get like worked up and say, well, that's wrong. The people got to pay for membership in order to not get timed out. If they're crazy enough to pay, whether it's $2.99, $4.99, $10.99, in order to sit in your chat, when even if a person's not a member, all of those people are valued because they're still giving you a click and they're giving you a view. But I'm not going to drive home that if people don't know to value their self enough to not keep showing up at places where they're getting blocked or they're getting timed out, why in the hell am I going to speak up and have a conversation about such a situation? That's something that's deep rooted within them. That's an issue that they have going on. Where every time you go to a platform, you're being disrespected. Why do you keep showing up? It's not why is the person disrespecting you. Why the hell do you keep coming to places where you're being disrespected? Why are you going places where you have to pay in order to not be timed out? Make it make sense. It doesn't make sense to me.
And you,
So
and in some of these places you go to, everybody in there they just saying the violent stuff and crazy stuff to each other.
they like it. They like it. Hey, details.
Well, if people wonder why I don't roam the halls of the YouTube streets all over the beef sector, that's why. I figured out a lot of people around here, they tolerate me because of Jay Wilson. They really don't like me. The people that like me and truly like me, they come to my channel and they support. They say, "Hey, what's up?" And we have good conversations. Um, you can drop down in my chat. You can talk, say what you want to say. You know what I'm saying? And I tell you, you can say whatever you want to say. Just don't be disrespectful to myself, anybody on the panel, or anybody in the chat, because everybody should be uh able to their opinion, and everybody is entitled to their opinion, just as long as we are not disrespectful to one another. And that's my thing. I just hate that disrespect and all that hooping and hollering and yelling and cussing all over each other.
You know why? Because they deal with disrespect in real life. If you don't deal with disrespect in real life, you're not going to come on YouTube and let people talk to you crazy. Like they could do it. I mean, what are you going to do? Punch them through the screen? No. But you're not going to keep showing up places to be disrespected. When you show up places to be disrespected, that's because you get disrespected in real life and you tolerate it.
Well, I'm at a point in my life, I'm just too daggone old to be disrespected. I don't even, y'all listen, listen. I'm not at that disrespectful, being disrespected age. Y'all, my mom has, I told y'all, my mom got dementia. She got the onset of dementia. And when my mom goes to disrespect me, guess what? She gets time out too. I have to time my mother out. Not that I'm mean to her, but sometimes I just have to make sure that so that I don't disrespect her, but I'm not going to allow you to disrespect me either. Some of it's part of her her condition and she can't help it. But
Yeah, I was gonna say that some of it she can't, you know.
some of it some of it she can't help, but so that I am not irritable at her and I'm not mad at her, I have to disconnect sometimes. And when I say disconnect, I don't go away and like I'm not there to help or do whatever I need to do. But if she's acting out and she's being mean to the point where she's being nasty, nasty, then I just have to go to my house. And I'll come back later on when she decides that she want to her get herself together. So yeah, but we all have our own coping mechanisms and our own coping styles and stuff. I just don't go places where I'm tolerated. I don't go places where I'm hated. You get what I'm saying? I just can't
Right.
do it. I'm not gonna be all over YouTube dropping in on chats and you hate me. I drop in on your chat and you cussing me out. That's not gonna happen. That's not gonna happen because people in my real life don't cuss me out. Just like you said, and I'm daggone sure not gonna be virtually cussed out by folks I ain't never met and I probably will never meet.
I personally get mad when I see that it's somebody in my chat talking and I have them blocked and my moderators don't block them out, which I know sometimes they don't know, like, and if I'm busy talking to somebody, I can't really deal with it at that moment. But I realize why they do it because a lot of content creators, they allow people to come in their chats who have made videos talking smack about them, disrespected them on other people's platforms, and then they'll come to their chats and hang out and they allow it. But again, I think that like like, you valuing yourself, that's something that parents are supposed to teach their children from a young age. And I think you either have it or you don't. And I think when you don't have it, it shows in everything that you do.
Okay, Ashley said, for me, Shaquilla is the focus. I feel the community needs help. Yes, of course. But I feel that the whole situation was about something else. Something that black cis women corrected and debunked on TikTok already.
Yeah. Well, see, this is the thing, Ashley. From the beginning, I never had heard that Shaquilla was a transgender. I had heard that the person who had beat her was a transgender, and I was kind of thinking it, and I was thinking it too because the guy that was talking in the back saying, um, "You ain't gonna do nothing back." I could tell by his voice he was in the community. So I don't know. It's unfortunate, and like I said, the focus really should be on her and justice. I think that no matter how you want to slice it, I think that she will never get the true justice that she would get maybe if it happened here in America, because we know, like, even in a lot of countries, when they get like a when they do like a murder or whatever, you know what I'm saying, they get just a couple years and then they're out. In a lot of countries, the people who are in prison, they can wear street clothes, they can get food from outside. Like, it's just so many things that they can do that we can't do here. They can have cell phones in the prison. Yes, people here have.
Hold on. No, the one that beat her was not a trans. No, that was a woman. Shelly.
Hmm.
It was the question was asked, was the person that beat Shaquilla really a trans woman? No, she was a biological woman. She was a biological woman.
And I mean, it is unfortunate that somebody photoshopped the picture. I think that that's wrong too. But I think also to think that even some type of charges are going to be put on those people. Like anything crazy, that's not going to happen either, because like all these different people lose their life, and people make up and Photoshop pictures and put crazy stuff on the internet, because people do stuff for clicks and likes, and they don't care if it's true or not.
Ashley said she think they're gonna get
Oh,
it.
you think they're gonna get it this time? Well, maybe because people don't want to patronize um Mexico. Now I know my cousin. Well, first of all, let me start with this. My brother's gonna be in Mexico next week, but he already had his trip planned before all of this happened. And then my cousin's gonna be in Mexico in July, and she had asked me
But
if I wanted to
Shelly,
go.
you
Hmm?
also got to think in another part of Mexico on the same day. Remember the three people that ended up dead?
Yeah, I remember that. That's why I kept getting her story mixed up, because they kept
Shelly,
focusing
keep
on the
talking.
teacher.
Keep Shelly, hold on. Go ahead and talk.
They have grounds to send them back over to Mexico. Yeah, I mean, I think they will be. I think as long as people don't go there, spend their money there and stuff like that, that they'll try to do certain stuff. But I don't know. I don't really have a whole lot of faith in the Mexican justice system, to be honest. And that's exactly where they're going, Ashley. That's exactly where they're going. Hmm. So when my cousin told me she was going, I told her that I didn't really want to go, because when my cousin travels, she always likes to stay like in resorts in areas like that, and I like to stay like where the locals are staying. So I'm like, I don't know that I want to go there and pay this amount and be in a resort the whole time. Not so much just about the money. I just don't like to be in a resort type of area. Yeah. That's just my personal preference as far as like traveling. So, mm-mm-mm. I think it's very unfortunate. I mean, I think that the only good thing that did come is I'll agree that with the whole Photoshop picture, it forced this sector to have to actually talk about something that actually matters. But then I think the fact that we were forced to talk about something that mattered, it showed how divided this sector truly is, and how we can't get on one accord. You know what I mean? Like, people were getting sidetracked with other issues and losing sight on what really matters.
You know what? To me, Shelly, I'm gonna tell you what my thing is. I'm gonna tell you what my biggest issue is. There are a lot of daggone conspiracy theorists over here, and well, on the internet, period. There's a whole lot of conspiracy theorists, and they forever got a daggone conspiracy about everything. Everything is not a
Yeah.
conspiracy. Some things we need to
Yeah.
look at in black and white. Some things we need to look at in black and white. The black and white of this situation was a young lady went to Cabo, Mexico with six other people that were supposed to be her friends. One guy said they had been friends for 8 years. One said he was her best friend. And I ain't never had a best friend that stood up and watched me get my ass beat naked.
But they thought it was cute. They thought it was funny. You ain't gonna fight her back. And I agree with the doing stuff for social media, but I think they went to Mexico with the intention to kill that girl, if you ask me, because why else would they
And
give the
Shelly,
Airbnb
this
the
is
the
what I
wrong
heard.
information?
Now, this is the other thing I've heard. Now, I don't know if you guys have heard this. Tell me if you heard this. Okay, they said they left the hotel and went to another hotel and stayed. And they used her money to get the other hotel.
I'm
And
sure that
stole
they
some of
did,
her
just like they left
and
early.
stole and stole some of her stuff.
I believe all of it. How come I can't type in the regular chat from my phone?
There you go, you just did.
No, I did that from my computer. I was trying to put
Oh.
the link in the how come you don't have the option
I can't
on
look, I can't type in the chat neither. Shit.
Yeah, I don't
Oh,
understand why
oh
StreamYard
wait,
doesn't get that option.
oh wait a minute, there you go. It's under more. I can hit post comment.
Okay. All right, let me see. Hold on, let me go back here.
What
Okay,
link you
so under
trying to
more,
what link you trying to do?
I'm trying
So
to get to the regular. I don't have a regular chat on here.
if you go under more,
I just went under more, and then okay, comments. It only shows me the comments. Okay, I'm gonna click from the link from the other side. Let me get off this phone. I'm gonna hit the link back in about like 5 minutes.
okay.
All right.
They said now Ashley, you're right, it is unconfirmed, but they from what I understand, it was stated that they used part of her money to go and pay for a room. And if they did, well, either way, whatever they did, they would still do dirty dogs. Do dirty dogs. You right, Michi. You right. You right. I don't understand how they do that to another human being either. And that, but then again, Michi, it's a whole lot of stuff I don't understand. Cause guess what? People have said and done things to me, and they call me sis. How you gonna call me? I'm your sister in one breath, then the next breath try to air me out. But this ain't about me. This is about Miss Shaquella Robinson. Her casket was beautiful. I don't know who airbrushed that casket, but honey, that cat. I mean, I'm sorry that she passed away. And then they had on that lovely pink color. Her family did. I mean, I'm sorry that she passed away, but yeah, that's sad. That's sad. And then they left her there. And I felt so, y'all, I'm telling y'all, I felt so bad when I heard her father talking, Mr. Robinson. He was so, y'all, he was so tore up when he said that none of the other parents have even reached out to him to get their condolences. That's sad. Not only that, yeah, that man, not only that, he said that was his only child. He said he will never have a chance to have grandchildren, walk her down the aisle or nothing. So my question is, Montoya, I got so many questions in my head and in my heart because all of this don't make sense to me. None of this makes sense to me. None of this makes sense to me. and it makes my heart hurt that to know that somebody did this. I heard one is, hey Jill, I heard one is hiding in Connecticut because one of the girls is from Connecticut. One of the dudes is from Connecticut and say he's still doing his party promotion. And then the one who was the best friend, then they said, talk your mess name.
Okay, so now listen. So if I'm on a computer, I know these people probably don't want to hear about this, but I feel like it should be the same way. Why you can't go in from this side? So let's say if you don't have the another tab open, if I click on the comments, I feel like I should be able to type in the comment box to the chat. You get what I'm saying? Like that
I
don't
don't
make
know. I
sense to
got
me.
three dots that say more, and I click on it where it say post comment.
Maybe because you're the host.
And then it say private chat.
Right. That's because you're
Yeah.
the I think that's
No,
because you're the host.
Montour. They said the guy who was her best friend said I think he was originally from New York and or Connecticut, and the girl no he was from New York. No, Nazir is from New York. The guy who was the promoter who was supposed to be her best friend for 5 years is from Connecticut, and the girl that beat her jumped on her is from Connecticut. Dejanay, yeah, Dejanay is from Connecticut, and she fled there with her mother. And then I don't know where Winter from, and but they all went to school in Charlotte. They went to school in North Carolina. They met in school in North Carolina. Hey, Miss TR, how are you? Yeah, but Shaquilla was from Charlotte, and Mr. Robinson. Y'all, I ain't lying. I looked at Mr. Robinson and I thought of my own daddy when he said, I sent over $7,000 over there to Mexico to get my baby.
But guess what? All those girls that went and got BBLs and all that other stuff, and they didn't make it back home. And I know this is different because she went there on vacation. But on these with these other parents, they also had to not only pay $6,000, $7,000 to get their kids back, they also had to fight to get them back over here. I don't think a lot of people really understand when you're traveling out of the country how you have to be prepared for anything that could happen. And you can't just be traveling anywhere with just enough to, you know what I'm saying, travel with. Because these other countries, they operate under different, set of rules. Ashley, put your email in the chat because Vivian be slipping, but Vivian gonna need to contact you.
But the thing is, they all wrong. They
Well,
wrong.
all of them should be charged. If whoever, I don't care who hit her and how, everybody that was there should get charged with the same crime. Period. All of them.
And okay, so you guys know I lived overseas for 4 years. And you have to know the rules of engagement to wherever you go. People don't realize that military people, when we go to these countries overseas, we got to live by their rules. So, like in like a lot of Arab countries, the female soldiers couldn't go on post because we didn't wear habibs. Habibs, is that what it's called? The little
Hijab.
hijab, the thing
Or I
where.
wear one to my doctor's appointment all the time.
So that was some, and then the other thing is like, say for instance, like they couldn't. In some of these countries, you couldn't drink alcohol. Certain movies, you could look at certain movies. Homosexuality is still looked down upon.
I was just about to say that. Listen, I lived in Jamaica, and I tell people all the time, especially the LGBT, if you LGBT, you don't have no business going to Jamaica. I know a lot of people do, or they figure because they're by the resort. And while it's not illegal to be gay, it is illegal to have same sex, to have sex with the same sex. So if you want to be visiting one of these countries and you and your partner, or what they call it, what is it called, same gender loving, if you same gender loving and you want to be doing whatever and you get caught up, that's punishable. You know what I'm saying? You're going to get time in prison, and maybe some worse stuff than that is going to happen to you. So I always say, when you go to the Rome, you do as the Romans do.
Now, like in Germany, I cannot think of the daggone name of that thing, but they have a actual holiday where men dress up like women and women dress up like men, and they sleep with each other partners. I wasn't going out there because I'm just not laying with random folk. Not like that. It's other countries too, and you hardly speak the language. You don't know what they might do. But it was a lot of people that did it. A lot of people that did it. But a lot of people came home with packages that they couldn't get rid of. A lot of people. And so when you're in Rome, do like the Romans, but you gotta also you do gotta do like the Romans. You gotta learn their rules. You gotta abide by their rules too. So for instance, when I was in Germany, I had to have a German driver's license to drive my car in Germany. But guess what? Even if you got a splint on your finger, you are not allowed to drive in Germany. Why? Because if you get in an accident, even if it's not your fault, because you got a splint on you, they're going to charge you with the accident. So you got, I mean, that's the kind of things that you
Here
got to
you can be
learn.
driving with a neck brace, on Percocets, on morphine, smoking weed, doing crack, and still driving. Nobody ain't said a word.
And drinking a Budweiser
That part.
at the same time. Hey, Spook TV. But it's a lot of people, and it happens all the time. But people don't realize in Germany, if you riding a bike and you in an accident and you've been drinking, you will be charged with drunk driving.
Yeah.
A bike. If you're riding a bike, you can be charged with drunk driving because people ride bikes over their joint like they riding cars. So that's what I'm saying. So you got to know the rules of engagement for wherever you are and whatever you do. I'm just telling y'all. I'm telling y'all. So these folks is going to Cabo and Cancun and all of these places, and you far away from home, and you go with people that you think that's supposed to be cool with. You better make sure, for sure, that you with some folk that you can trust, or you by yourself, or somebody know how to get in contact with you, or they know how to get in contact with wherever you supposed to be. Cause I'm with Shells when she say that she think that it was a setup. I think it was a setup too, Shells.
It was a
Because
setup. I mean, why else would you give the Airbnb the wrong number? Why would you do that? That don't make any sense whatsoever.
all right, so did you hear this? Have you heard this? That the dude Nasir has an outstanding R case. A,
Oh Lord.
a young lady from high school said that he was the guy that R
And
word.
he's the gay guy, right?
No, Nasir is the one that said he was putting on music, the one with a million tattoos. And it had to say he put on Summer. I put on Summer Walker and rubbed her head until the nurse got there. And I went outside to the to the to the pool at 4 o'clock. So come
Hey,
on, come.
that's my sister calling me. That's Maddie calling me because you know they swear to God we don't talk. But hold on.
All right. So that's the one, y'all. But yeah, they said this girl said that he R-worded her and nobody believed her. You ain't hear him say that, Corinne? He said he rubbed Shaquela's head and put on Summer Walker music and slow music and rubbed her head. Baby, we not trying to find our love life here. But that was crazy. It's just so many twists and turns and plot moves to this whole situation. It's like if one thing happened, 15 happened. If four things happen, 12 happen. And it's sad. No, no, it was another girl, Montero. It was another girl from when he was in high school. She said he did that to her when they was in high school, and nobody believed her. I have been looking at. I don't know what y'all been looking at, but I've been looking at NC Beat, NC Beat, NCBEAT. I think his name Gerald Jackson. So he was the one who interviewed the dad. Oh, I ain't even know about the other. I ain't even know about that. I ain't even know about the murder. I'm telling y'all, the Lord forgives, but I don't have to. Well, I'm supposed to, but you know what I'm saying? I can't listen. Y'all know why I quit at the last store I was working at, right? I quit at the last store I was working at because sometimes it does. And I'm gonna tell you why I stopped working at the other store I was working at. Cause I told him, I said, I ain't working for no crackhead and no meth addicts. And the guy was stealing. And he was supposed to be the store manager. And money, like, okay, they told us as long as we had the bundle of certain money, we didn't have to count it. But we had a bundle of 20s. It was supposed to be $500 in 20s. Y'all, sometime I would count them 20s, it'd be $300 in it. The next day it'll be 500. The next day I counted it'll be 480. The next day I counted it'll be 500. The next time I counted it'll be 460, which told me that he was taking 20 here, 40 there, and then putting it back, and then take another couple of dollars and put it back. This uh-uh. So they ended up, somebody told me he ended up in the jailbird paper. The dude that was the manager. They say he ended up in the jailbird paper. I said, what? Said he ended up in the jailbird paper. I quit right in the nick of time. Cause y'all, he would have told him it was me. Cause that's how dirty he was. That's how do dirty he was. He would have told him it was me. And y'all, I don't steal nothing from nobody. I'm not taking these people money. Especially some white folks down in the country, down south. I ain't taking these people money. I ain't got time to be taking nobody money. What? For them to come back and hit me in the head? Child, no. Hey, how you doing, dear?
I figured that you had dropped the link. Hi there,
Hey,
Shelly.
PR, how are you? Shelly,
Uh,
Shelly
I'm
had to go real quick.
good. Okay, yeah, I cooked today, and I fixed some casserole with some string beans, corn, and biscuits. And my stomach doesn't handle red beef that well. It tasted good, but it didn't sit on my belly too well. How are you?
I'm doing well. How are you? You ready, baby? Give me a second, y'all. Go ahead and talk to
Mm-hmm.
PR.
Hey guys. I don't even know what to say. I've been not feeling good. My household is sick with the flu. Ah, it's been raining and pouring, but however, they're getting better. Thank God I don't have it. I haven't been here lately and showing my face in quite a while. So I'm saying hello, but there is really a misty. I'm not always hitting. And hopefully I'll be able to come to you soon with some footage and get back into the swing and get my channel back. I had a haul to the other day, and it's still, believe it or not, most of it is still in my car. I didn't even have the energy to take it out and spread it all out, but I got a good haul from the food pantry that I wanted to share with you guys. And every town has a food pantry, and all you have to do is type in Google food pantry near you. And all they need to know is your have your ID saying what's of it. Make sure you're from that city, and they give you a lot of
You
stuff.
don't even have to, some cities you don't even have to have an ID to say you from that city.
Really? Well, where I go to, they just want to know that you have an address, and from that town. But I
Yes,
belong to
you are. Can I tell you something?
what?
You look very regal laying on that pillow like that.
Really? You know what it is? I don't feel good.
You look
You know,
really regal laying on that. Wait a minute, y'all. Miss TR talking about she don't feel well. Why she didn't put some lipstick on
I
to kill?
had to. I had to. I put out
Uh,
don't be
Vivian,
calling me
Yes,
out.
ma'am.
hold on now. I got an exclusive for you. Now I still got my sister on the phone, so I got to pause you. But you know they swear to God that she don't be calling me and we don't be on the phone talking.
Oh my God, it's TS.
CEO, where you at the live? What live you on, girl? Who live? I'm in the car right now, girl. About to go out and have me some drinks, bitch.
No, I just wanted you to say hi to them because they swear to God, you know they. I keep telling them you don't hate women, okay?
Hold on. I gotta tell her this, Shelly. I
I,
love T.S. Madison.
I recognize that voice. I'm one of her followers
Hold
too.
on, Miss TR. Shelly, tell T.S. I love her. I'm like 2 hours away from her.
My baby some sugar for me. Give them some sugar kisses and stuff.
so the next time that everybody in this chat that they be out here talking shit about Maddie, let them know that she loves Shelly and she's a woman, okay? Now, period. Now I'm putting y'all back on mute.
Shelly, when you come down, we gotta
They
go
Shelly
see her.
talking. They not. They Shelly talking.
Shelly, when you come down, we gotta go see her. Cause we only 2 hours away.
I follow Maddie too. I've been following her for a few years. Um, just before her, I was following her about maybe a year and a half just before her best friend passed away, Eva. And
Hmm.
that's how far back I go. And I still follow her. She has grown. She's been an inspiration not only to the LBG, if I'm saying it correctly, but just to women, period. Just to let people know that it doesn't matter. If you got the strength and you got the ingenuity, go for it,
Did y'all see me just fan out? I just fanned out.
And
I was a fan. I did a fan out.
oh, okay. But yeah, I was watching her today, early today. Yeah, when she was talking about she was in the bed, whatever it was. I think she's in New York now, or she's getting ready to leave New York.
She said she going to have her some drinks tonight. Tonight, Miss
Oh, okay.
TR, you see that? They say you up there looking cute.
You know what it is? I'm not feeling good and haven't been on screen for a little while, and I didn't want to anybody. You know how the people be talking about you and stuff, so I'd be like, well, at least let me put some lipstick on. If you only
Miss
see
TR, you know who you remind me of?
two,
You been in my church, seen our church service. You seen
yeah,
the light skinned lady that sings at my church, Miss Hampton? That's who you remind me of. You
okay.
favor her. Miss Hampton is such a pretty lady. I love Miss Hampton. Oh my God. I love Miss Hampton to life and back.
Hmm.
Isn't that woman can sing? She can sing.
Yeah, this is me. Everybody, they usually see me behind camera, but today I said, you know what? I'm not. I really, my stomach is nauseous, and I said, well, let me put
You
some.
drink you a ginger ale or get you some peppermint?
No, no, I had to stick my fingers down my throat and bring it up.
Oh no, you get you either some peppermint or some ginger ale or
I usually drink that ginger tea, that the Chinese ginger tea, the little crystal stuff. But
yep,
where I'm
that's what I
at,
was gonna say, some ginger tea.
I need it. I mean, it was throbbing my stomach so bad that as soon as I went to the bathroom and leaned over the toilet, it just came up. So it was waiting, and I'm feeling a little bit
So,
better.
so this is my question. Do you have any fresh ginger at your house now?
No,
Okay, because I was gonna say if you
because I'm not home. I'm at a
got
friend's
okay.
house. My house is sick with the flu, so I left.
Okay, look, they say you look like the first Michelle A album cover. Michelle A, that's a that she was Dr. Dre baby mother. She was the
She's the one
one
that talks with a squeak in there.
yeah, she sound like a little kid. She sang that
Mm-hmm.
song Something in My Heart.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Isn't she darker than him?
She passed away, as a matter of fact, if I'm not mistaken. She
Yeah.
did. Michelle A passed away.
Oh my God. I know she went hell. She went through hell with. Like, she suffered DV really bad with him.
She,
Domestic violence.
she suffered with Suge Knight too, because she ended up with Suge too.
Suge was vicious. I seen how he did his stuff. Oh, vicious.
She ended up with Suge Knight.
He need to be.
You
Yeah.
said when? I yeah, I think she passed away.
Oh gosh, that's so.
Look on their details. Look and see if she did.
I'm not. I don't have the energy. I have my energy. That means I have to
I'm
help.
gonna when I get out of here, I'm gonna look on my I'm gonna look it up and I'm gonna put it on my community wall. Y'all
Hmm.
looking at my watch to see what time it is, cause y'all know I gotta be out of here at 9. I'm gonna put it on my Michi Black. I'm gonna look it up and I'm gonna put it on my community wall.
Okay. What time is it your time? It's 8:32 my time.
8:32.
Oh, okay.
I get off at 9, but you know I leave. I actually started putting stuff up at like, cause all right, so you know I think I'm cute, and they be laughing at me, cause I be like, look, 9 o'clock I'm walking out the door, cause y'all don't pay me past 9.
Now they don't pay you past 9, but you can't be. You can't
You
be
don't pay
late.
me past 9, that mean I don't work past 9. So this
So,
week, so this weekend, Miss Tiara, I've been kind of like the acting manager,
hmm.
cause the manager was gone out of town. She's so cool. I like our manager, and so she was gone out of town, and so I've been like the acting manager.
Hmm.
So it was like it's like they done came in here 2 or 3 times since she been gone, like looking at me and looking around the store like this.
Who is?
The owners, the actual
Oh,
owners,
the owners. I just talking about those that come here and be like, "Can you
no,
don't need
the actual owners. And like one day, the owner, this guy came in. He was standing in here. He was helping me. He was helping me take the boxes out. It is dark
Hmm.
outside. I ain't going outside. I don't give a flying flip flop. Do you hear me, Miss TR? I am
I hear
not
you.
going to the dumps that night. I don't care because it's around the corner, like towards.
Oh heck no.
I
Oh heck
ain't going
no.
out there. I ain't going out there. It's dark. It's too dark. I'm not
I
going out
knock
there.
you in your head and say hi to you and then give you flowers and placing you before your body. You got to be kidding me. Nah.
So this guy, he was over in here with me, and he took the boxes out for me. So the girl, my supervisor sent me a picture. She's like, "Who is?" They said, "Who is this?" I was like, "Girl, that's Willie. You know, he a guy. He a friend of mine." And she's like, "That's Willie." She was like, "Girl," she was like, I was like, "Girl, he taking the boxes out," and I said he went and bought me dinner because I ain't had nothing to eat. What they want me to do? Sit in here and starve?
So what time? How many hours are you there for?
7, 7 to 8, depending upon how I'm feeling that day.
7 in the evening till you mean 7 in the morning till 8 in the evening?
No, 7 to 8 hours. So
Oh,
yeah,
I got
so
you. I got you.
so
I
I
got
either work from 1 to 9 or 2 to 9
you.
or 6 in the morning to 2 in the evening.
Now
Or
the state that you live in, you pump your own gas?
yeah,
Oh, where I'm from, we don't
yeah, New
pump that.
Jersey, y'all don't pump your own gas.
Mm-mm. Nah,
Y'all, if y'all want to pump your own gas,
we can't.
okay. Thank you, Details. Details says she's alive, 1970 to present. Details, I seen something that said she had passed away. Oh no, wait a minute. Their son passed away. Her and Dr. Dre's son passed away.
Mhm.
Her and Dr. Dre's son passed away. But yeah, you gotta pump your own gas. And then the thing is, depending upon where you go, they might turn the gas pumps on for you. I don't turn the gas pumps on for them because I think they're gonna drive away with my gas.
So how do they get the gas then?
They
They,
bring their card in and they prepay. Or
uh,
if they want to pump, fill up, they just leave me their card in here.
yeah, because you don't know how much it'll be. Here, I live in New Jersey, and I think New York and New Jersey they have to pump the gas for us for you.
Girl, they will run. Do you hear me?
I don't have a problem not getting out the car in the cold and just cracking my window, telling them what I want. I
But
remember,
but here I have to here at my because this station just opened back up. But even when I worked in Greenwood, I wouldn't. No, you had to give me a you had to give me a call because no, I wasn't even doing that because it was so crazy the way they do stuff. You don't know you, and then the way they do it here at my gas station. If you short or if somebody run over the gas, you got to pay for it. That ain't happening. Not out of my check.
well, here they have it where you tell the guy he sticks it in your he puts the nozzle in your gas pump and he computerized how much that you asked for and he hits the enter and it goes so it doesn't go over. Only time it'll go continuously if you say fill her up.
Well,
And
that's
that's
how we do it here. We do it like that too. So it's we put in whatever you want to put in. But I'm just not. No, like I told them. See the way my check set up. I ain't got no money to be giving these folks, and they get make way more than I do. Cause honey, I ain't got it. I ain't got it.
so how could they go over and and you be the liable for it? I don't understand.
Okay. So if like
It's the
say they said I want to fill up, and it's somebody that I think I know and I trust them, and I hit the approve button and let them go ahead and pump their gas, and then they just drive off. I'm responsible for the gas when they drive off. Cause
So everybody has to prepay, and if you prepay, then the amount that you put in, that's when the machine will shut off.
yeah,
So if you want more than
unless you filling up. If you filling up, then you give me your credit card or your ID or something. And I don't even want their ID cards no more because people drive off without their ID cards and they don't even care.
that's messed up, man.
So I ain't the one. I'm telling you, I can't afford it. I don't have that kind of money. I don't. I don't have that kind of money that I can just get these people to go and do what they want to do. Hey, Burl, how are you, sweetheart? I really don't. I ain't got that kind of money to let people just drive off with my $1.50 or whatever, whatever. This guy came in the other day and he was like, "All right, I'm gonna go get some diesel." I was like, "I need your credit card. Go ahead, and I'm gonna approve it when you get over there." He went over there and approved it. He came back. He was like, "It didn't pump." I said, "Yes, it did. It pumped." I said, "I don't know what it pumped on your side, but on my side, it said $1.50, and I need $1.50." He was like, "I'm not paying you nothing." I was like, "Well, you ain't getting your credit card back."
Oh, he owed $1.50 more.
No, he owed me $1.50 because when he came back in, he said the diesel pump didn't work at all. He said nothing pumped out. I was like $1.50 worth of gas went somewhere, and he was like, "No." I was like, "Well, I ain't giving you your credit card back."
And what happened?
What you mean? What happened?
Did he give you that
He
dollar
gave me his
50?
$1.50 so he could get his credit card because he had gave me the fleet card, the card from his job. Because when he told me, I no, I was like, "All right, you ain't got to give me no money. Gone." He was like, "I need my card back." No, you don't. That's my card now. Because I need to know what your name is, your company or something. Because they ain't paying for no gas. Hey,
Wow.
what's up, Malik? What up?
Wow.
I told you I ain't playing that. I can't afford it. I can't
I
afford
I like the way they do
it.
it in New York these days. We don't even have our vehicle. However,
It
they
scared me to death when I came to New Jersey for my uncle when my uncle passed away. And
uh-huh.
when he came up there to the hospital, and
Mm.
I got out the car, was about to jump out the car. They was like, "No, you can't do that."
Oh, you can't do that.
You know what, Michi? You right. The people are crazy. They say it's a guy. They say it's an escaped convict somewhere around. Just they say
Around
it's
here.
an escaped convict around here somewhere. Say he escaped from Low Country, from down there. Which one? But we got. I live like right around the corner from the prison, from the federal prison, a level 3 federal prison. And they had a ride over there one day.
What's level 3?
Level 3 is like murderers, rapists.
Okay, okay. They're high security. Okay.
Hmm.
They're classified as high security.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's a level 3 prison right around. I mean, these are murderers that ain't going home ever.
So
I
how
could,
they
because one guy I met when I was over there and I was doing COVID testing, that man said he had been there for 30 years. I was like, "What?" He was like, "Yeah, I remember when such and such first started working here first." I was like, "They retired now." He was like, "Uh-huh."
mm, mm, mm.
You've been in jail for a long periodical time when you see somebody come and see them retire.
Honey, the world looks different because 30 years ago is a big difference. Everything is digital. I have a nephew that's away, and he's been away for like 25 years, and and that's because he was a bystander, and didn't do nothing about what happened. Yeah, and they can
Hands of
see.
one, hands of all. He must have got hands of one, hands of all.
Uh-huh. And when I talk to him about certain things, I can see it in his face, like he's like clueless, and he feels so defeated. And I tell him, don't worry about it. But now they're getting a little more hip. You could write them via email. You can send videos, like videos, like what we're doing
Well,
now. They doing all
Well,
that.
does where
It's
he had
COVID.
they had tablets?
Yeah.
Cause where this prison over here, they got tablets. Everybody got tablets. All the prisoners got tablets, y'all. And it's
Yeah.
like
But they cannot see YouTube. They can't get YouTube. They can get music. They can get.
they supposed they're supposed to not be able to get social media, but they do.
Okay.
They get YouTube and TikTok. How you think they got? Listen, y'all. I was we was looking at this prison video, and the lieutenant said, "Wait a minute, these are prisoners." Y'all, they was there they doing TikTok videos. They all ended up in a hole. They all ended up in a hole. It was about six of them. Y'all, they was there doing TikTok videos. She was looking at the video. We was looking at prison videos laughing. We was scrolling
But
through.
you
She
know
was like,
what? It's
wait a minute.
guys, yeah, but it's guys like those that make it so that they take it out and then everybody suffers, you know.
Mhm. It was so funny though. But they had be having phones. Me and one of the assistant wards we was talking about, he was telling me about how people get phones in there and stuff.
Yeah, well, that's still contraband. That's still
Yeah,
contraband.
yeah, it is because only certain people are supposed to even have phones in the prison. So like
Right.
even guards can't bring phones in the prison. So it's only certain people that can bring phones in the prison. Well, Miss Tiara, look, it is 8:45.
Okay.
15 minutes. That means 15 minutes and I'm out of here. So that gives me 15 minutes to go to the back, empty the coffee, take the peanuts and put them up,
Yeah,
put
to
them in
do
that
that.
drawer and get out of the store. I
To
already
make
cleaned the
it.
bathroom and swept the floors.
Bye, Shelly. All right. Bye bye, baby.
Thank you, Miss Tiara, for coming up. Y'all, well, my Shells, she is on the phone. I'm going to drop her. Shells, I'm going to call you in a little bit, boo. So, y'all, listen. Thanks for being here with me. You have a good night too, Michi Black. And as my mom always say, live, love, and laugh. And as my daddy always say, Lord, make us a blessing so we can be a blessing. And I pray that I truly was a blessing to somebody. All right, Shells, we'll talk. I'm going to call you. So I pray that I was truly a blessing to somebody. And y'all listen, I'll be back on for Gas Station Chronicles Thanksgiving Day edition. And I will talk to y'all. No, you good, Shells. Shells, we'll talk. Call me when you get off the phone. I'm about to close out the store, close up the store. All right, y'all. I'm out. Two fingers.